Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brett Hudson coming to you live from beautiful South Florida. And today is September 12th. Yeah, I said it, September 12th. And we're almost midway through the month. Man, this month is just flying by. I can't believe we're heading into October. Crazy how time flies when you're having fun, right? And so, listen, if you love God and you're struggling with your purpose, your finances, your health, your marriage, this is going to be a great place to connect Monday through Friday at 12 Eastern. I love to read from spiritual books, sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes max, and then open it up for like 10 minutes and just kind of discuss what we read. Excuse me. I don't know why my nose is running today. It's like allergies or something. But what's my shirt say? It says Jesus, right? With the Nike swoop, right? Just believe in him, right? That's all you have to do is just believe in him. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Butch? Welcome. Is it your Rose? Veros? I hope I'm saying it right. What's up, Michelle? Welcome, welcome. And so, look, every Monday through Friday at 12 Eastern, I love to read from spiritual books, usually 10, 15, max 20 minutes, and then open it up to 10 minutes for prayer. Maybe you want to just talk about what we read, any value that you receive, right? And so we're reading Joel Osteen's book. We're jumping into chapter 6 today, and the book's title is Your Greater is Coming. Discover the path to your bigger, better, and brighter future. And I just love Joel Osteen. I love he exudes that fruit of the spirit, right? I've been following Joel for, I don't know, a couple decades now. And that fruit of the spirit, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control, right? Self-control. How many of you struggle with self-control, right? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear if you struggle with self-control. I know I do, right? When I take my will back, man, it doesn't go too well. So, and I love Joel's message. It's always upbeat, positive, and so I'm looking forward to chapter 6. We've been getting some great value out of the previous chapters. Matter of fact, if you want to catch the replays or read any of the watch any of the books I've read in the past, you can pop into our Facebook group, which is abundancewithgodgroup.com, abundancewithgodgroup.com. Close to 400 members. People just love on you, especially when you're in the valley, right? When you're in the valley and struggling, like I said, with your purpose, finances, marriage, health. Not everybody's on top of that mountain all the time, right? You're going to be in that valley every once in a while. And I like to say that's where the blessing or the lesson is going to happen. And it's where your character is formed, more or less. And but the good news is every time you're out of the valley, right, and back on top of the mountain, a couple of things, you're given an upgrade, right? God always takes us from glory to glory to glory. There's always a provision, right? That upgrade. So when you're coming out of that valley, it's going to be better than what you even thought, right? Better than before. And when I look at the mosaic of my life, it's like, might not be what I envisioned, but it's always better than what I thought it was going to be. And, when you're in that valley and, going through that struggle and it's taking a lot longer than you thought, and, where you think or, don't go up in your head too often, because when you think, you could get in trouble. But, that God doesn't hear your prayers, right? Because it's taking so long that you feel like God doesn't hear your prayers. Well, I can assure you, God does hear your prayers. God is for you, not against you, right? He works all things for your good, including the bad. And it's not what's happening to you, it's what's happening for you, right? And that lesson, right? So, bless the challenge, because you're going to come out better than before. And I know it's hard when you're in that valley. I can assure you, I've been in the valley more times than I want to acknowledge. But welcome, Gwen. Welcome, Agnes. If you love God and you're struggling with your purpose, your finances, your health, your marriage, this is a great place to connect Monday through Friday at 12 Eastern. Again, I love to read from spiritual books. Right now we're reading Joel Osteen's Your Greater is Coming. And so before I jump into the reading, just remember, all of heaven is attracted to Christ in you, right? As Christ is, so are you in this world. And why do I have so much wine behind me? Because I'm in the wine business, right? And Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine. So why not? Why not, right? And so before I get into the reading, I always like to read a quote from the Bible, right? A Bible verse from the Bible, right? The Bible. Welcome, Bob. Welcome. And so today's verse is John 8:32, John 8:32. And it says, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free," right? John 8:32. Then you will know the truth. The truth is the word of God, right? That is the truth, right? So then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So that's John 8:32. So I'm gonna just jump right into the reading. I'll read for like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20, depending on how it flows. But I love the title of chapter 6, Something New is Coming. Something new is coming, right? Believe it. You gotta believe it. So it's easy to get stuck in life when we've gone through disappointments, had a setback, tried hard, but our dream didn't work out. We can settle where we are and think this is as good as it gets. But God says in Isaiah 43, "See, I'm doing a new thing. Even now it springs forth. Can you not perceive it? God is about to do something new in your life. He didn't create you to get stuck at one level and stay there. He has new opportunities, new relationships, new favor. It may look as though you'll always struggle in your finances. No, get ready. Something new is coming. Promotion, opportunities, doors opening that you never even dreamed would open. Maybe that medical report says you have to live with the sickness that you've had for a long time. God is saying, I'm doing a new thing. I'm restoring health. I'm breathing energy, vitality, freshness into your body. Perhaps your child has been off course for years and you've accepted that he'll never change. That would be true, but God is doing a new thing. Forces of darkness are being broken. Purpose and destiny are rising up in his life. You're about to see a turnaround. Maybe you've had an addiction that has hindered you for most of your life. You've tried to stop, gone to counseling, but nothing has helped. This is a new day. Chains that have held you back are being loosed. What kept you in captivity is coming to an end. Now you have to do your part and receive the prophecy. You can't go around thinking that you're stuck, that the problem is too big, that it's been this way too long. Turn it around. Lord, I believe what you promised. Thank you that what you're doing, thank you that you're doing a new thing in my life. When Isaiah prophesied this, the Israelites had been in captivity in Babylon for a long time. Year after year, nothing was changing. I'm sure they thought, we'll always struggle, we'll always be oppressed. Then Isaiah showed up and said, get ready. God says he's doing a new thing. They could have thought, yeah, right. Have you seen the enemies? Look how powerful they are. All the circumstances may say we're stuck. We'll never live an abundant life. We'll never own our own home, and our children will never be free. Don't talk yourself out of the new thing God wants to do. The odds may be against you, but the Most High God is for you. Forget the former things. The Israelites had been through many struggles and had unfair things happen to them. They had made many mistakes and brought the trouble on themselves. They could have been discouraged, sitting in self-pity, but Isaiah said, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Behold, God is doing a new thing. The principle is, if you're dwelling on the past, you won't see the new thing. If you're focused on who hurt you and what wasn't fair, on why a friend walked away, you'll miss your destiny. God is saying, forget the former things. Quit dwelling on the mistakes. This is a new day. Living in regrets will keep you from new opportunities. And reliving your mistakes will stop the new favor. As long as you're looking back at the old, you won't see the new. When you drive your car, there's a big windshield in front of you and a very small rear view mirror. The reason the mirror is so small is because what's behind you is not nearly as important as what's in front of you. Where you're going is what matters, not where you've been. Is there something you need to forget so you can see the new thing? Is there something you need to quit dwelling upon so you can step into the favor and abundance that God has for you? When someone hurts you, when they do you wrong, if you keep thinking about it, you're letting them continue to hurt you. Don't give them your power. You have to let it go. Give it to God. He saw what they did. He saw your tears, your heartache. He has beauty for those ashes. But here's the key. You have to let go of the ashes before you can see the beauty. It's an exchange. God says, give me your ashes. Give me the ashes. You quit dwelling on the hurts. You forgive them. You move forward with your life, and I'll give you the beauty. I'll do something so great, so rewarding, that you won't even think about what you've lost. The new thing God has for you, the new people, the new opportunities, the promotion, healing, influence will be better than you've ever dreamed. The Israelites were in captivity. Not only were the Babylonians holding them there, but all around them was the desert. Even if they did escape, they couldn't survive the journey home. But Isaiah explained what the new thing was. He said, God will make rivers in the desert. What looks barren ground will be turned into fertile land. God was saying, this new thing I'm about to do is not going to be natural. It's going to be supernatural, right? God puts the super in natural, right? Supernatural. That's why you can't figure it out. It's not going to be logical, right? God does things we can't even think about, right? It's unfathomable what God can do. You just have to believe, right? What God is about to do is going to be unusual, uncommon, out of the ordinary. You're going to see rivers where there should be dry places. Remember that he says, even in famine, the righteous will have more than enough. It seems as though in a famine, you would barely get by, but God does things that defy the odds. Don't limit this new thing to what you think can happen. If I can just learn to live with this sickness, no, God is going to free you from the sickness. If I can just pay my bills, I'll be happy. God is going to bring you into overflow. If my child would just stay out of trouble, that child is going to do great things. You may not see how, that's okay. It's not up to you, it's up to God. He's the one who makes rivers in the desert. He's the one who parts the Red Seas, cures the lepers, and multiplies the food to feed the thousands. So I'm going to stop there because we're 17 minutes into this. And I hope you got some great value from today's reading. If you're coming in late, hey, welcome, Kristen. If you're coming in late, welcome, Robert. My name is Brett Hudson. I live here in South Florida. I love to read from spiritual books Monday through Friday at 12 Eastern. You can always follow along in what I'm reading on the Zoom, which is zoom.abundancewithgod.com, zoom.abundancewithgod.com. But if you want to catch the replays, we're in chapter 6. We're reading Joel Osteen, Your Greater is Coming. But if you want to catch the replays or the previous books I've read in the past, you can go to our Facebook group. It's a great place to connect with people who love God, people who struggle with purpose, finances, health, marriage, people who have come through those struggles that can help you in a community that just wants to love on you, right? That community is abundancewithgodgroup.com, abundancewithgodgroup.com. So hopefully you guys got some great value. I'll just kind of recap what we read. It started off with something new is coming, right? Chapter 6, something new is coming. Don't talk yourself out of the new thing God wants to do. Forget about the former things, right? He wants to turn your ashes into beauty, right? Is there something you need to forget so you can see the new thing, right? Right? Don't limit the new thing to what you think can happen, right? Don't think naturally. God thinks supernaturally. So don't go up in your head and think logically, because God doesn't think logically. He does things unconventional, like we read. This thing he's going to do will be supernatural, right? And God says, I'm doing a new thing. It's already started. And as long as you're looking back, you're going to miss the new thing. So don't look backwards, look forward, right? I like that windshield idea, right? The big windshield's out in front of you, because what's out in front of you is more important than the rear view mirror seeing what's behind you, right? What's out in front of you is far more greater than what's behind you. So leave the past behind. And he knows how to bring you out of captivity, out of struggle, out of lack, addictions, depressions, right? He knows how to bring you out. And the new thing is going to be something you've never seen. So anyway, so I'm excited about going into this reading tomorrow. It'll be exciting to jump into the reading. Oh, I'm sorry, but tomorrow, where's this page at? There we are. Tomorrow's Saturday, so we'll pick this back up on Monday. Again, we're chapter 6. Hopefully you got some great value. Remember, every morning you have a choice, right? You can take the psychopath, or you can take that spiritual path. And I can promise you, I've been down that psychopath, and it's not a fun ride, right? It's not a fun ride. Suffering is not, suffering doesn't have to be part of your story, right? And you can take that spiritual path, and it starts with plugging into spiritual readings like this, praying in the mornings and evening, setting the day before the day sets you. And so take that spiritual path, right? Prayer and meditation are great tools to help you stay on that spiritual path. So with that, be blessed. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you guys on Monday. Same bat channel, same bat time, 12 Eastern. With that, be blessed, and bye for now.